Friends, join us! We have a spectacle!
Also, it took 3 months to build, so I don't want to waste it.
I give you the War Wolf!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Biden-Harris campaign launches push for Latino voters. Oh, who could have seen this coming? Who could have seen this coming? Flashback polls, Trump leads Biden among Hispanics, young voters. My goodness, this is shocking. Fraying coalition Black Hispanic young voters abandoned Biden in election year. Hispanics are effectively at parity now, voting for Republicans. And that is a massive crisis, obviously. And so Joe Biden is now going to launch, here we go. President Biden, reading from Axios, President Biden will stop at a Mexican restaurant in Phoenix today. Okay. Remember, there's the same, this guy's wife compared Mexicans to breakfast tacos. Joe Biden said, you're not black if you don't vote for him. So we'll see what he says. Latinos con Biden-Harris. His campaign rushes to reverse gains former President Trump appears to be making with Hispanic voters. Biden won Latino voters 2-1 over Trump. But it's pretty obvious, ladies and gentlemen, where the winds of change are blowing. Here's the black voters party affiliation. You can see that massive uptick there. And you can see there in Hispanics and the lower poll, why is this happening? Well, it is happening because who cares what your words say? We care what you deliver. Like, is gas affordable? Is food? Can I buy food for my family? Can I work? That's all that anyone ever cares about. And Joe Biden has crapped the bed on all of these things. And night nurse Jill running in there with a pail to clean it all up. Can't do it fast enough. Also, Jill, not the right person to have on your Latino outreach. Jill Biden did compare Hispanics to breakfast tacos. We have the clip.
But we can't get those things on our own. Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your...
What? How do you, who writes this kind of stuff? Who writes it? Right? Who writes it? I'm a writer. We write a lot. We got to write scripts for shows all the time. Like, if we went to Little Italy in New York, you people are as distinct as your pizza pie and a meatball. What? You can find, like, just St. Patrick's Day was like a day ago, right? You go to like the Irish neighborhood in Boston. You're as unique as your corned beef and Guinness and cabbage and whatever you people eat. Didn't you have a famine? You're unique as a potato famine. You're as unique as a potato. I'm a potato. Joe Biden's a potato. Joe Biden's a vegetable. And since Joe Biden can't speak, Joe Biden is trotted out to do the speaking for him. And here's Jill Biden, who can... Joe Biden can barely speak English, but Jill Biden can barely speak Spanish. And when she tries, it is hysterical. Have a listen.
So say it with me. Si se puede. The future is ours. Thank you.
Si se puede. Vote for me. She also uses a little accent. Si se puede. Oh, man. You wonder why you could put up graphics like this. Yeah, sorry, I had to pull up. You wonder why you can pull up polls like this and see like the insane swing towards the Republican Party. Republican Party is just effectively a party that appeals now to simply the working class in this country. It's just the working class party. That's it. All polls show that Democrats are now the party of the elites and the uber wealthy, and the extremely poor must subsist off government subsidies. And that's it. And so the entire rest of the country should vote Republican. And that's enough, ladies and gentlemen. That's enough to win. This morning, Elon Musk posted a pretty astonishing ad. I'm not sure you can call it an ad, but it's a compilation video of exactly what Democrats are doing. Elon Musk's post went thermonuclear with a video explaining in less than 90 seconds what the purpose of the open borders is for Democrats. It's an astonishingly well done video, and you deserve to see it. It's amazing how it took like a independent creator on X to come up with something like this. Why the Republican Party isn't running something like this, I do not know. Democrats have had this as their playbook since the 1980s with California. How were Democrats able to flip California, a ruby red state that gave us Republican governors? How were Democrats able to flip that state blue in a single election cycle? How? How did it happen? It happened because of amnesty. And Democrats used that amnesty in order to get total fealty from the Latino voting blocs in California and the laborers in California, and they were able to flip a state blue. People criminally broke our laws, and they got rewarded for it. Reagan's great sin. Reagan's greatest sin. Did some good things, did some horrible things. Don't even look at what Ronald Reagan did with giving vaccine manufacturers, canceling all liability for vaccine manufacturers. What a despicable move. Sorry, I'm not a big time Reagan hater, okay? Much rather reserve my ire for George W. Bush, okay, when it comes to people stabbing me in the back. Dick Cheney, Mitt Romney, John McCain. But Ronald Reagan made some horrible, critical errors in his presidency. And it was disastrous. So Democrats have had this plan for a very long time. They just haven't had the power or the bloody cheek, the gumption to institute it on a mass level. And now that's what they're doing. Elon Musk calling them out on it this morning. Amazing. Watch.
The Democrat open borders plan to entrench single-party rule, explained in under 2 minutes. 1. Flood the country with untold millions of illegals by land, sea, and air from all over the world, enough to eclipse the populations of 36 individual U.S. states so far. 2. Prioritize the needs of these millions of non-citizens over the needs of the American citizen, with free flights, buses, hotels, meals, and phones, ensuring their loyalty to the political party that imported them. 3. Keep them in the country at all costs, even when they commit violent crime like murder and rape. Attack the language used to describe the criminals, as opposed to the criminals themselves. Slander critics as racist. 4. Ensure their privileges are made irrevocable with city and state sanctuary laws that act as population magnets. Codify permanent status and ensure non-cooperation with ICE. 5. Count the non-citizens in the census that will determine congressional apportionment in the House of Representatives. As of now, that would equal 13 extra congressional districts, a tremendous amount of electoral power. 6. Wage a massive, heavily funded lawfare campaign to change state voting laws that legalize mass mail-in ballots, no signature verification, and no proof of citizenship requirements, making it nearly impossible to prove voter fraud. 7. Lock in the permanent voting majority with campaign promises of lavish benefits and permanent privileges, enshrining generational fealty to the Democrat Party. 8. Win elections. 9. Entrenched single-party rule has been achieved. The best part? Your tax dollars are paying for it.
Makes me so furious. Why is the Republican Party not running ads like that? But also, this has been going on for a very long time. You can go back and look at what illegal immigration looked like. There were huge illegal immigration surges under George W. Bush, when we had unified control of the government. Republican Senate, Republican House, George Bush, and absolutely a predicate for, hey, we have to secure our borders, right? terrorism, right? Why was there never a push for that? Why do our leaders hate us? Republican Party and Democrat Party. Of course, the Uniparty. Why do they hate us? Why do they want this literal bloodbath? Because that's what's actually happening. The bloodbath. Why do they want that for us? I'm not sure I'm ready for the answer for that question. I think I know, but I'm not sure I'm exactly ready to truly internalize what's going on here. But where has our Republican Party been on this? This has been a big issue. Of course, obviously, they're getting away with it now because the Republican Party has been weak for generations and not pushing this. Starting with Ronald Reagan and amnesty. I mean, quite frankly, starting with the Immigration Act of 1964. Where the hell is our, ability to, to save ourselves, right? Self-preservation as a society, a nation, a culture. You must have a high trust society to continue your nation. If you have a zero trust society, then your society collapses. And you have zero trust when you don't share a common language, when you don't share common backgrounds, when you don't share common traditions. That's how you create zero trust societies. And for some despicable reason, they want that for all of us. Where the hell is our Republican Party been? Is it too late? I don't know. I'm not a doomer. I'm a hopeful person. So we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see.